Alright, y'all, so we about to take this video of the SpongeBob conspiracy theory. The Squilliam theory? Squilliam! Alright, let's get it.
Squilliam fancy son. Squilliam fancy son. Squilliam fancy son.
Squilliam Fancy Son III is Squidward's rival from high school band class.
So, I just took my private yacht across my private lake to my private heliport.
He's more wealthy, popular, and talented than Squidward, and he always rubs it in his face.
That's right. I'm living your dreams, Squidward. Oh, just succeeding in everything you failed in.
But I
Oh
intend
my
to
lord.
prove that he's a
I remember
fraud.
Squilliam
His
too.
wealth to make himself seem more popular and talented than he actually is.
That
He
would
goes
appear
to
so.
ridiculously extreme and expensive lengths to humiliate Squidward and show his superiority, and I'm gonna prove it. SpongeBob is one of my favorite shows from my childhood. Even going back now and rewatching the old ones, it still holds up. You might think, it's just a kid's show, there's no continuity.
Sometimes you can't even think that about SpongeBob. SpongeBob be having some wild stuff on them shows, man.
Worth theorizing about, but the show constantly brings back characters and references to previous episodes. And if you look closely,
Oh, for
you
real?
can connect the dots and find some very interesting stories. And today, I'm going to prove that Squilliam Fancy Son III is a manipulative fraud. Evidence number 1, the pet hospital. We first meet Squilliam in season 2.
Oh, just want to let y'all know, when it comes to these conspiracy videos, I'm not probably going to talk too much. I'm probably going to hit you with the, oh, okay. It's like, nah, but still, like, I'll be locked in, trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what's going on.
Episode 15, Band Geeks. The episode opens with Squidward playing the clarinet and getting a knock on the door.
Yeah, we're with the pet hospital down the street, and I understand you have a dying animal on the premises.
Immediately after,
God.
Squidward gets a call from Squilliam.
Hello, you've reached the house of unrecognized talent. Please start after the... Sounds as though you've got a dying animal to attend to, eh, old chum?
I believe that not only was Squilliam spying on Squidward to know when he was playing his clarinet, but he also hired the doctor to come and embarrass Squidward.
Yeah, we're with the pet hospital down the street. Pet hospital.
Oh my gosh.
We have never seen a pet hospital in Bikini Bottom.
Facts.
We've only ever seen just the regular Bikini Bottom hospital. We've seen this purple doctorfish before, but once again, he's never worked at a pet hospital. We've only ever seen him at the regular general hospital.
Well, Mr. Squarepants, it seems you have the suds. Are you ready for your treatment?
Then there's this green fish behind him, and we've only ever seen him as one of the many identical paramedics that work at the Bikini Bottom hospital.
Yeah, he's always the one that's at
See
the
him at
entrance
end
or
of the
something.
episode to take Squilliam away after fainting. So it is very likely that Squilliam hired these two and told them to pretend like they're from a pet hospital just to humiliate Squidward. But this is just the start of Squilliam.
Or they probably, I don't
Evidence
know.
Number 2, the Bubble Bowl. In the same episode, Squilliam also says,
The
I'm
same
the leader
episode?
of a big fancy band now, and we're supposed to play the Bubble Bowl next week. The problem is, I'm busy next week and can't make it, so I was hoping you and your band could cover for us.
but we've never seen Squilliam's band before.
And
despite
he wouldn't
claiming he's
ask
too busy to make it
Squidward.
to the Bubble Bowl, he still shows up at the end to watch Squidward's band. So both his excuse and probably his band were made up to pressure Squidward into humiliating himself at the Bubble Bowl. Evidence number 3, Squilliams Friends. In Season 3, Episode 8, Squilliam returns. Squidward leaves for work and conveniently bumps into Squilliam and all of his fancy friends, despite Squilliam not seeming like the kind of guy that would come near the Krusty
Oh,
Krab. He and his
no.
friends make fun of Squidward for working as a cashier.
Hold it! Don't tell me! You're a cashier! Don't lie. Lying always makes it worse.
But I believe that this encounter was planned out by Squilliam in advance, and he hired all of those people to pretend to be his friends.
Facts,
Take a
because
look at
aren't these
Squilliam's
the same people that be in the Krusty Krab? I know I see her all the time. I see him all the time, and her. And especially this nigga. Jesus, Squidward, you look so stressed. Wait, hold up, bro. Hold up. Hold up. Let me take a little snack break real quick. Because now I have to analyze what I'm being presented. Squidward, you've never acted this way when somebody has said something like this to you. When it comes to SpongeBob and Patrick, you don't get sad when they say stuff. So what's this hold? What is this Squilliam has on you, bro.
Friends. They're all nicely dressed. You kind of get the sense that they're
Nicely dressed?
high status members of Bikini
This
Bottom.
nigga doesn't even have pants
This
on.
is more like what the fancy rich people in Bikini Bottom look like. These are just some regular Bikini Bottom citizens. Most of them usually don't even wear nice clothes like this. And most of them are regulars at the Krusty Krab and would already know Squidward as the cashier.
My daddy doesn't have enough slime.
These are not the type of people Squilliam would hang out with. I mean, why would Squilliam be hanging out with one of Pearl's teenage friends? At the end of the episode, Squilliam even admits to his whole life being fake.
I made everything up about my life. I have no yachts, jets, or anything.
So is he actually
I was only
broke?
trying to impress you.
And then, of course, he quickly says he's just kidding.
Is that true? Of course not. I'm filthy stinking rich.
But was he kidding? I mean, obviously he's rich, but is there a nugget of truth in there? Evidence number 4, the statue. In Season 7, Episode 6, Squidward has to pick up trash for community service, and Squilliam once again conveniently bumps into him and reveals he's cleaned up so much trash that the city actually built a statue of him.
Maybe if you clean up Bikini Bottom, they'll build a statue of you. Oh, wait! They've already built one. Of me! I cleaned up all of Bikini Bottom in only 1 week.
I believe that once again, this encounter was staged by Squilliam, and he actually paid to get that statue built. As Squilliam tells Squidward about the statue,
Wow.
a female fish admires it and says,
Bless you, Squilliam Fancy Sim. Bless you.
but if you remember, this is one of those friends Squilliam likely paid, making her
She
whole
seems
power
taller. I don't
very
think that's the
fake.
same one.
By the end of the episode, Squilliam's statue gets destroyed. A police officer approaches and they have this exchange.
This is your statue?
It was.
Squilliam admits that it's his statue, not the city's. And why else would the officer give him specifically a ticket if it was city property? Evidence number 5, the concert. In Season 6, Episode 17, Squidward watches Squilliam play the clarinet at a
I remember this
big fancy
episode.
concert. He receives a standing ovation, causing Squidward to leave angrily. But I believe this entire concert is a scam. Not
What?
only has the audience been paid to cheer, but Squilliam never even touches his instrument. Once again, many of the audience members were part of Squilliam's quote-unquote friends, but we also never actually see Squilliam play the clarinet. The episode opens right after he's finished his performance with the audience cheering, and one member of the audience says,
He's such a great musician. He doesn't even have to touch an instrument to be brilliant.
maybe the real reason
He
Squilliam
actually
was
did
so
play in that
angrily
episode.
is because the audience cheered for Squilliam even though he never even touched his clarinet. Maybe Squilliam is just as bad as Squidward at the clarinet and he's trying to hide it. Squilliam has gone to some pretty extreme lengths just to humiliate Squidward. But
Wait a minute, we gotta call BS, bro. We've heard Squilliam play the clarinet. Anybody who's watched SpongeBob heavily, bro, you know you've heard Squilliam play the clarinet before, bro. So I remember seeing an episode where they played each other as Squidward lost. That episode, I remember, if I can remember correctly, or it must have been another episode, Squilliam and Squidward literally played each other on the clarinet, and Squilliam embarrassed Squidward because Squidward's clarinet had messed up or something, or Squilliam had something. I think it was Patrick did something, or like SpongeBob Patrick did something that messed up Squidward's clarinet, and he had a performance that night, and Squilliam was there. That must have been the same episode, but I don't know. But Squilliam, I definitely remember hearing Squilliam play the clarinet
Evidence
before.
number 6, the music college. In the same episode, after Squidward leaves the concert, he's approached by the headmistress of the Bikini Bottom prestigious music college.
Aren't you the esteemed Squilliam Fancy Sim III, who we all came here to see perform tonight?
She mistakes him for Squilliam and offers him a position as a professor. Squidward pretends to be Squilliam and teaches a class, only for the police to burst in and arrest him, all while he's being filmed on live TV. And I believe that this is Squilliam's most elaborate and most expensive scheme to destroy Squidward both publicly and legally.
He couldn't have known that he would have
Squidward
said
gets
yes
offered
and
a
pretended
job
to
is
be
already
her.
suspiciously
Pretending to be
convenient,
him.
but listen closely to their exchange.
I'm Squilliam Fancy Sim.
But didn't you just say a minute ago that your name was Squidward Q Tentacles?
It is. No, I didn't.
Well, that's a relief. I mean, what kind of a moron would go to their worst enemy's music recital?
What kind of moron would go to their own enemies?
How does she know they were enemies?
How does she know that Squidward and Squilliam are enemies? If she
Whoa,
knew who Squidward
whoa.
was, then why didn't she recognize him? Why would she mistake him for Squilliam? This feels way too
Yo, this is deep. This is deep.
Much like she was hired by Squilliam to set a trap for Squidward. And if
For real though, because if she, that's the first thing, I literally just said it. I said it. The first thing that came to my mind is, how does she know that that's his worst enemy? She would have to know him to know that that's his. So that means that she would know that that's not Squilliam the Third.
that's not enough, the headmistress's associate is literally just a guy from the paid audience wearing a disguise. He
What?
just threw on some glasses to seem smart.
No.
Squilliam knew
I don't know about that.
Squidward
Everybody in
never
SpongeBob
possessed
looks the same.
opportunity to teach a music class, even if it meant breaking the law.
My very own music class.
Then we get to the Bikini Bottom prestigious music college, and right off the bat, there's something very fishy about this place. The building itself is very green and grimy and has a very cheap metal look. Nothing about this says prestigious, except for the big sign on top, which feels like...
I mean, most of the
only new
Bikini
thing
Bottom
about this
stores
building.
were like
I
that.
think there is a very good chance that Squilliam just bought some old warehouse, then stuck a sign and some paint on it to disguise it as a college. I mean, look at these other schools in Bikini Bottom. They all have a
Right.
very nice structure and a paint job,
Uh-huh.
but this
Oh,
prestigious
whoa,
music
whoa,
college
whoa,
is
whoa.
Going into the classroom, not only does it have another one of Squilliam's friends, but if this is such a prestigious college, how did SpongeBob and Patrick get in here?
Would you two numbskulls mind telling me what you're doing in music class anyway?
Sure. Patrick's New Year's resolution was to learn to play an instrument.
They say it was their New Year's resolution to take a music class, but you'd think it'd be harder for them to get into an esteemed music school if they just decided to go to it on a whim. Seems like they're just letting in anyone to sell this ruse. Then, both the police, Squilliam and the headmistress, and a live news broadcast show up at the same time to arrest Squidward for impersonating Squilliam.
Why is a live
Truly coincidental fact
news
that all these
broadcast
people
there?
Suddenly showed up at the same time isn't enough for you to believe that Squilliam set it all up. I've got something that's going to blow your mind. Squilliam literally has the police working for him.
What?
Squidward cute tentacles. I'm placing
If Squilliam had the police working with him, then why'd they give him a ticket?
you under arrest for impersonating a genius.
If that doesn't sound like he's been paid off, I don't know what does. The lengths that Squilliam goes to humiliate Squidward are insane. He literally builds statues and entire buildings just to make Squidward feel inferior. But why? Why would anyone go so far to embarrass an old high school band classmate? What happened between them? What could have caused
Yeah, that's
such
what I wanna
extreme
know.
level of dedication? Well, unfortunately, we never really get much information on their past.
Oh
I've
my
spent hours
gosh.
reading through the SpongeBob Wikipedia and looking at old episodes, and there really just isn't any clues that would explain their weird relationship. I guess we can't solve everything, but either way, that's my theory. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Wait a second. Wait a second. Season 6, Episode 5, Slide Whistle Stooges.
What?
It's a normal episode where SpongeBob and Patrick annoy Squidward. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Except I have one question.
They're
about
probably the
this
same
episode.
people.
Why does Squidward have Squilliam's robe?
That was my first ever thing. When I seen SpongeBob, I used to always think they were the same people.
It's clearly
Not gonna lie.
not the purple robe he usually wears. That is Squilliam Fancyson III's robe. Why would Squidward have this? Unless they were more than just classmates. Could they have once been dating? No,
What?
That's not possible. There's no evidence to support that. Right?
Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
No. It can't be.
I mean, what kind of a moron would go to their worst enemy's music recital?
It's been right in front of us this whole time.
Our sources last saw Evil harassing teenagers up at Makeout Reef.
Makeout Reef. Good time. Good time.
Voted most likely to suck egg.
That is not Squilliam, bro.
Holy shit!
Good one. Good one, good one, good one. I don't think they were dating. I thought that at first they were the same people. I mean, you can confer whatever you want to well, infer whatever the word whatever it is. You know what I'm trying to say. Now look, I don't know, bro. I don't know why they hate each other so much or why Squilliam hates him so much. But all I know is when I was younger, bro, I used to always see that John. I used to always think they were the same people. But anyway, bro. We about to, you know what I'm saying? If you like the video, bro, man, make sure you like the video, man. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Yeet.